Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon and good evening in some parts of the world. Just about to get started with SPDas for London live session. Please stand by.
ForexLens gives you the edge. ForexLens understands the global economy and financial markets. With machine learning, we give you real-time global analysis and investment strategies. ForexLens lets you invest and earn with institutional traders, even if you're new to trading. Trading and investing made simple with ForexLens. Check out our performance at ForexLens.com. Get the edge on trades. Your eye into the markets. ForexLens.com.
And Mr. SPDas, you're good to go at any time.
Okay, thank you, Igor, and welcome everyone. As we just begin session 2 in the London time, 8th of Jan, 2025. So let's straight away get started with the larger degree wave counts for euro, and then get down to the hourly chart for the actual trade entry. Now, for those who are joining it for the first time, it's going to be absolutely useful because the price action is right across the 61.8%. So just give me a moment to flash the larger degree counts, and then we'll be back on the trade setups. I'll have to change the degree here. The first impulse of a minor wave, minor degree, which was followed by a corrective wave ABC of a similar degree. Again, from minute, I need to shift to minor. And not to forget the Fibonacci 61.8% touch on the daily chart from where prices have bounced 3 days back, last Friday low, after hitting last Friday lows. All right, now let's find out the optimized trade entry. Around the New York session yesterday, we had taken partial longs, and today morning, the Tokyo and Sydney overlap. We had specifically discussed one more potential low possible. If you were there with me or with us, and that they were, it's still around just shy of the 61.8% retracement. That could drop slightly lower towards 1.0307 if it wants to test exactly the 61.8%. Otherwise, in terms of the counts here, we are neatly poised with the first impulse followed by a corrective decline. ABC up there. One more confirmation that I always like to do is pick up the RSI. On the RSI, if you see the previous swing low and the current swing low, it's not a very good bullish divergence, but it's not too low as well. All right. If this low was above the previous one, it would have been an excellent case of a bullish divergence, and it only gives or adds to the confidence of taking the position. In any case, we had already planned 1.0320. So now the fresh entry, let's do a fresh entry for this related to this session, apart from what we did yesterday, and during the New York Times, it's a potential long entry, and the price action right now is 1.0320, and the earlier entries were 50 and 70 respectively. The stop loss goes towards 1.0200. You know what? I can actually mention the previous price entries which we have taken, 1.0350 and 1.0370. These are all levels which we entered on the long side, and the target. Our resistance is at 0600, so that would be my first preferred target, followed by 70075. To be more precise, we can just take the Fibonacci extensions. So I think believe it or not, prices are now well poised for bulls to come back in control. And by the time we are back again, the New York Times, for just a quick reminder, from today onwards, the New York Live is going to be at around 9:30 Eastern, rather than 11 Eastern. So it's 565, that is 1.06 handle, and the 775 mark. All right, that these targets are, again, let me remind, please, it is only for the short-term traders. For long-term or positional traders, it would be an open call. The bottom line remains 1.0200. All right. Just in case if we get stopped out, it's only a matter of time. We will find another entry, because it's just around working maybe a test of this low. That's all. All right. Okay, that is Euro USD. I'll bring up the dollar index now. Oh, for those who are joining in fresh for the first time, it is important to know where we are in the trade cycle. It only takes a moment. That is wave one, wave two expanded flat, wave three extension, triangle wave four, and the thrust wave five. Implies the larger degree trend is down. A complex corrective structure, multi-year, has also been completed right across the 61.8% of the impulse wave. And that is lower degree wave one and wave two also complete, but we will take it up on an hourly chart. So in a nutshell, five down followed by three up should be five down from here. All right, that's the bigger picture. Now let's get down to the trading part. Okay, let me zoom in a bit, please. That's the lower degree wave 1, which is being worked upon, and now prices are almost uh, just a few points shy. It's exactly around the 61.8%. Sorry. So we have traded 10815, 10830 for 40, and now we are exactly around 10860. So those are the entry points. The stop loss remains unchanged at 10980, just above that high. And let's take the Fibonacci extensions, then we'll print the high potential trade setup. So it is 106 and possibly 105. Yeah, 105, yes. It's actually around 104.55 as well. So here's the potential trade. Potential shorts are around, we've taken around 10815, 10850, 4050 last session. And now we're around 10865. Stop loss goes around 10980, and the target in 106 and 115. It's actually below that, around 104.55 to be more precise. Right. These are again short-term targets. The large-term trend is just beginning, but on the south side, unless this is wave 4 or less degree, we might see one more high toppling at that particular 109.55. But it should be a very close call. Even if there is a new high, it's going to be quite shallow. All right. So that is on the dollar on the short side. We have not specifically mentioned the trades for pound and dollar JPY, but those who are interested might want to trigger on the long side pound again, that 61.8% touch. So potential long entries can be taken around 24.40. The stop loss goes around the 23.50, just below that. Always keep your stop loss below the low or just above the high to avoid noise coming in. And a potential target for pound is around 2711 or even higher. All right, around 2933. Okay, just a moment. So the bottom line for euro is prices should stay above 1.02 handle. For dollar index is prices should stay below 10955. And for pound, it should stay above 2350. We can pick up gold. Last time we were discussing about the potential larger degree count. Let me quickly bring them up. It's it's an impulse in the making. It's still not complete. minor wave 1, minor wave 2, classic book example of an extended wave 3, and the third of third wave also extended. Wave 4 is in the making before the fifth wave rally could resume. In fact, wave 4 is, it could be a flat or a triangle. We cannot predict that at this point in time. If it is a flat, it would be just around like this, where the degree will be minute. All right. If there are any questions, Igor, if you want to take in this session, please let me know, or we can push it through the New York. Yeah, no problems. I'm just keeping options open from my side. No worries at all. So this is where we are right now, somewhere within the C wave. Maybe the C wave can extend a bit lower if it clearly subdivides into 5 waves. That is where the C wave would go. All right. So expect a bit lower from here, and then turn higher. All right. If you flip the chart to a possible 4 hour, then it's around a good entry point yesterday around 64, but be prepared for a 70 touch as well. That was what we discussed. So the fresh trade entry for gold could be as follows. That's the recent boundary. 61.8% touches around the 70 mark. If we go by the extension, that's a simple 3-click extension. We'll keep it simple up till 2500. So here's the trade setup, potential trade setup for gold. For short-term traders, for long-term traders, it's a bit of rest time. You'd have to allow some more decline for prices, possibly towards 2500 before you can initiate long positions. This is precisely the region where we would like to go short, or where you should be going short. Stop loss around 2730 and target around 2500. All right. So those are major currency pairs, and the metal. What we'll do now is we'll touch base with 4 coins. Okay, Bitcoin has slipped all the way through the 61.8% mark. Now that should be a good support actually. Let's see how things are shaping up on a short-term time frame. And I'm also a bit concerned about the price action here. It's 1, 2, and that is 3. All right, and this is 4, possible wave 4, and that could be an impulse wave 5 as well. So if if it's correctly done, if it's an expanded flat, it's still okay. So it could be A, B, and C. So we should be still good. The bottom line for all those who are on the long side, and still that's what we have predicted as well. Prices moving across 115, 115, 125. So if it's an expanded flat, this is a clear completion of the expanded flat corrective wave structure. But if it is an impulse, there will be a pullback, but then prices will turn lower from somewhere here, right? The 100K mark or just about that. So we've got to be a bit careful. We will review again each session. We are already reviewing it. So first come first. The 61 point touch is there, but please remember we need to keep our stop losses very tight around the 90 or 91. We don't want to be on the wrong side of the trade, just in case if there is an unexpected reversal. All right. So in any case, there should be a stop at the right place. Oh, that's a diverging scenario as well. So this is what I was calling a diverging scenario earlier in the euro as well. Now you see price action dropping, but the RSI on the opposite side. All right. Now this divergence comes around the fifth waves or uh, the fifth wave within the C wave as well. All right. So one thing is more or less confirmed. Price action should bounce from here on the north side. Uh, Bottom line is 91. And the targets, we have already projected the targets as well, 115 and 125. 1110 and 123, sorry. Yeah, 121. All right. But again, a piece of gentle warning, stop loss should go right around that 91 mark. Okay, I think if this guy is wanting to do business, bulls will be back from here somewhere sometime soon. Maybe in the next session we should be seeing prices higher than where we are trading right now. Ethereum is also more or less the same story, but as I said earlier, this is not an impulse. This this is absolutely not an impulse unless it is making an a diagonal structure. We can still remain on the long side with the stop loss around 3100. But it's a strict stop loss at 3100 because if this is an impulse where we are beginning to cut loose on the south side, then ladies and gents, we would be on the wrong side if we don't place a stop loss. All right, it would be absolutely dangerous because I can see the counts here that could come into the category of an impulse drop as well. We can see wave 1, wave 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is wave 3. And then a small triangle wave 4 and 5. That is also an impulse. So if this is an impulse, then the trend is already turned. So we need to be more objective in the sense that emotional trading is going to cost us more. Unless and until this impulse was a part of the expanded flat here, it's fine. And that's why I'm saying let's give it a benefit of doubt for the last wave to turn as a diagonal and still prices would go up. But bottom line is 3100. All right. At this point in time, it looks like the prices are going to favor bulls because there should be a bullish divergence on the other side. There you are. Prices dropping lower, RSI inching higher. So bullish divergence scenario is going to help prices inch longer from here. All right, and the upside remains around 41. I would say 41. Anything above that, just say thank you very much and uh, book your profits, sir. Solana, again, a mirror image of Bitcoin, I would say. That's the boundary which is being worked upon. Bottom line stop loss is going to go around 175. For those who are joining us for the first time, all three charts, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, they are just about to complete their last wave, that is minor wave 5. And that's why we are cautious, but we are on the long side for now. All right, all three charts. So the target for Solana could be somewhere around the 280 or 300 mark. Bottom line, prices should stay above 175. And Ripple, no change there. Again, no change in the path that we had laid earlier as well. It's wave 4 triangle in the making. That's wave 1, 2, 3, wave 4, A, B, C, D, and E. Now this is wave E. It's taking its own time. But the moment let's check out the RSI. It should be around 40. It has already bounced from 44. So I think we are good to good to remain on the long side. If this is termination of wave E, then the last thrust wave, wave 5, is going to go and push prices across 3.7 and 6.3 as well. All right. Uh, just a quick view on the Dow Jones. Let me just have, if there is any possible. No, it's all sideways. This is the third trading session, and it's all sideways. So it's better to skip the indices right now. We've got action around euro, dollar index, pound, dollar JPY. Dollar JPY is on the short side, to remind you. So that is the first wave lower impulse, expanded flat, wave 2, and it should be good, wave 3 lower. Right, the stop loss stays about that high, 161, entry around 158.59. It should be good to remain on the short side, positionally. So euro, pound, dollar JPY, gold, Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, and Ripple. That's where all the action is lying right now. And I think I'd be pausing the session now, and we'll be back again after about 4 hours, 4 hours from now at 9:30 a.m. Eastern to pick up from where we are leaving right now in the New York session. All right. Thank you everyone for joining. See you soon. Goodbye. Back to you, Igor.
Thank you, Chef Priyadas.
Thank you.
Alrighty, yeah, so that wraps it up for the London session. We'll be back on for 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've posted the time zone conversions for the sessions, but there are a couple of updates. I'm just keeping my camera off. I can turn it on. Pardon me. 1 second here. Uh, yeah, I'm just having experiencing a bit of a camera issue. I'll get that sorted out later. I don't want to be distracting here. So yeah, so 8 a.m. with IT Trader for the smart money IT smart money ICT style trading. And of course, he likes to also dive deep into some like psychology and market manipulation tactics. So that's really interesting to watch. It's just as interesting as the traditional style trading, which I appreciate both styles. Uh, Student of the markets for life. So I'd love to learn about all that stuff too. We'll be having a GAN trader coming on as well and doing some very interesting things with timing, which is market cycles, things like that. That's a lot of fun too. More of a also a traditional style. You'll see that it's a lot of fun to plot and work with, and also lets us see the correlations and the confluence points between all these different tools that and trading ways of trading that can be used across multiple markets, different markets, where everything just lines up beautifully, just like the Fibonacci does with life. Really excited to be sharing this knowledge and getting the team together to be able to share this knowledge for you and provide value for you. We are more than thankful to be here, that we do this full time, and we're super excited to keep going and deliver uh, value, daily value, almost hourly value. So one of the things, so we're updating the New York part two. Instead of it being at 11 a.m. Eastern, it's going to be at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, and that's just to be a little bit closer to the open. But the other thing is perhaps next week or the week after, and we're just working out the timing. The London session is actually going to be moving to the actual London Open. So that way, anyone who's trying to catch the London Open can have a mentor there for them, or be able to confirm their analysis in real time. That I believe that's the way to do it. And same with the part two New York session is actually going to become the part one New York session, but we're still working out the details. Just want to make sure that everyone gets the most optimal entry points or times for entry points as we get more into the trading year. Volatility's picking up, volume's picking up, so it's gonna increase the amount of ideas that we provide. And of course, for holders, everyone's excited. So we should have the website up by Friday. I have a meeting today with a constituent. I'm going to be demoing the site to them on a Zoom call and getting some feedback. So looking forward to that. But we're also integrating and concurrently integrating the new portal for Web3, Web4 readiness. And of course, holders will be able to access these live sessions on demand in there with the just by holding the token. Tokenomics will be outlined in the white paper. Everything is coming together nicely. We are super excited, and yeah, we're also testing the ForexLens AI agents concurrently with all of this, with the live sessions, with live market data. Uh, and yeah, just stay tuned, and we'll be back for 8 a.m. with IT Trader, covering smart money and ICT concepts. Take care.